Hello everyone. Welcome back to Marmite Soul Readings. Glad to connect with you all today. Today the topic is about what people think when they see you. I wanted to do this topic last week, last Tuesday, and I could not do. I didn't feel like doing that day, so that's why I'm doing it today. Okay, so what people think, this is actually a straightforward reading. What people actually think when they see you in person or see you in meeting, like that. Online or offline, what people think when they see you. It could be anybody, people whom you meet in your day to day life. It could be anybody. So these are your piles. I have just picked only three cards. So you can pick accordingly, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can just close your eyes and feel centered and pick one pile. Otherwise, you can listen to all three. Alright, hope you have picked your pile. Pile 1. Let us see what people think when they see you. They see you as a person who is stabilized. They see you as a person who is stabilized, and you have an answer to something. You bring a gift or you have an answer to something. That's how they see you. They see you as a person who has uh, maybe you are a person who speaks a lot, and they are very welcoming about talking to you. And yeah, they are very much welcoming about what you talk. They are very much eager to what you speak. They feel that you are a stabilized person. You're very stable, and what they want from you is they want you to talk. They are very welcoming towards how you talk, and they think that you are a gift or you are something they expected, and that's how they feel. They feel very uh, angelic. And yes, they just feel that you are an abundant, stabilized person. Or maybe they meet you when people meet you at a celebration. Maybe when people would have met you at a celebration, at a program, anywhere, when they meet you during a get together or anything like that, they just feel that you are a person who has that stability in you, and they are very welcoming. They are just asking you to talk. Maybe you are a quiet person and they want you to talk because you only talk what is needed in a situation. They are expecting you to talk. They expect it's like some sort of a gift. You could be going to a program, you could be going to a celebration or a get together where people meet together in order to celebrate something. When you go to places like that, when people meet you there, this seem to be like some sort of a celebration, and they just see you as a person who is stabilized. Pile number one, they just see you, yes, they just see you as a person who's stabilized, and they expect something from you. The way you carry yourself, they expect some sort of a energy from you which is so warming and welcoming. That's what they expect you to. You are a giver, you might be a giver. So what people think, they just expect some sort of fresh perspective a fresh perspective which they do not get, and then they just feel that you are a person who has this stability, you know what you're doing, but then you are very much protective about your energy. You are very much protective, but people want you to talk, but you don't talk much. So they expect what you say and what you talk. You are some sort of you maintain some sort of a secrecy. Yes, they just feel that you are a leader or something. You have a tribe following you wherever you go. So they want you to talk. They feel some sort of an angelic energy. Your words are, you might be an old soul where your words are, though your words are sometimes or most of the time it is blunt, and still people expect you to talk. People want you to talk, and the place where you are at right now, you are very abundant and very stable, very abundant and stable, and you bring a fresh perspective to anything. So people are actually welcoming and expecting something, and they want you to talk. They want you to talk, and you are a giver. They just people want you to talk, but sometimes you are actually not very open about sharing whatever you wanted to share. You are very closed off, and sometimes you do not want to talk because you are trying to balance your energy. You are in a place of balance. You are trying to balance your energy. Sometimes you're not able to, and then because of that you have something. Yeah, that's how people think. That's what people think. They just want you to talk. Wherever you go, maybe you are a very silent person because you talk whenever that is needed, whatever that is needed. Otherwise, you don't talk. So people are in, what people think when they see you is your words. They expect your words carry a lot of wisdom, but then you are silent. You are silent, and when you talk, it means a lot. So that is why people have this sort of, they might even actually, you might be a leader or something. You might be in a leadership position and addressing your team, addressing your people, your team members, or addressing your own crowd. You might have people who are actually always with you, and sometimes it is not very easy for you to share whatever you wanted to share, and it goes berserk. You are an empress. Yes, people actually celebrate you or you celebrate with them. Either you meet people in a sort of a celebration where people all are gathered together and they are together, and when they that's how they see you as a person who's very abundant, who stands on their who has a particular, you have the place wherever you are, wherever you go, you're very abundant, and you know what you're doing. You are not a person who just simply just do it just for the sake of doing. No, you know what you're doing and you're very clear with it, and then you do it. I'm also seeing an ambitious energy here. So people keep you on a high spirit, so that's how they see you. They see you, what they think when they see you is they just want you to talk, and the way they perceive you is they place you at a higher position. uh, Maybe you could be in a leadership position where you have to address people, your team members, or you are in a managerial position, so that's how they see you. And you are a go-getter. Whatever you do, whatever you just keep doing. You know what you're doing. You just don't do things randomly, and you know what you're doing, and people celebrate that. People celebrate you, or they might see you in a celebration where you might meet a lot of people there and you might celebrate. They might also see you at a celebration. They do not know what is happening behind, in your life. Behind all this, they do not know what is actually happening in your life, but when they see you, they just feel that you are, they actually see the way you look or the way you address things or address people. They just sometime most of the they also feel that you are a family oriented kind of a person, and then they just try to offer you a cup, offer you a friendship, or offer you something so that you also belong to that tribe. But you are not that kind of a person. I don't see you like that. But what people think is they wanted to offer you, you wanted to talk to them, you wanted to mingle with them, so they just try to offer you something. Not just offer you, they just wanted to be a part of your life, or they want you to be a part of their life, either as they offer you as a friendship, something like that. But they do not know behind all this, you have a different sort of a life altogether, and their life is different. But then you just see people, you just go, you might know things deeper, and people may not know, actually they may not even realize that. They just feel that you are a giver, or they should also give you in return, and then they just try to offer you something. And I don't think you are actually interested in this kind of an offering. Yes, you are not. You are actually looking for something else. And if something else, uh, which means like you are actually looking for something that is stable for you, something that is stable for you, which can actually, mm, which with anybody who actually will know you well. Only those kind of people can talk to you, sort of a feel. That's how you are. You are not a person who will actually accept anything and everything from people. You actually see things on all sides. Only when it is very suitable for you, only then you go for it. Otherwise you don't. Otherwise you won't. Otherwise you just stay wherever you are, and then you don't just you don't just take anything and everything that comes your way. You're very sure about whether you wanted to go for it or you do not want to go for it. You analyze things and then you move. That's how you are. So that's what people think when they see you. When they see you, they just feel that they want you to talk, or they like listening to you. You could be in a leadership position, anything. It could be anything. You could be an entrepreneur, you could be in corporate, you could be addressing people every day on a daily basis, or could be in a place, in a community where you are organizing events. People meet you at an event. So that's how they think of you. But you are very good at socializing and talk, not very good at socializing, you are very good at addressing things or seeing things, and that's how people want them to include you in the group, or you to include them, you to be included in the group, and all that. You are including, you are taking, but at the same time you are also maintaining your distance and everything and anything. So that's why people are, sometimes you keep yourself a little aloof from all this, because you wanted something stable. Okay, that's what I have for you today, pile one. Do share your thoughts if this reading resonates with you. Hope you have enjoyed watching this reading. If so, like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that I can pick your energy from the next time. We'll start with pile number two. Pile number two. What people think when they actually see you. Pile number two. A very wise person. You have different portrayal of yourself. You might be very good with your words. You might be very logical in terms of the way you understand things. You could always take things very logically, and yeah, you go with your mind most of the time. You might be a very logical person, and whatever, you could be a lawyer. Some of you could be lawyers here, uh, but you go by logic, and you don't easily, what people think of you is they just see you as a person who is not easily, someone who is shakeable, and someone who will not be swayed easily. You need your own logic and explanation, and that's how you take things forward. You just don't believe things so easily, and not easily convincible. So until you speak, people just wait. They respect you for who you are. Pile number two, what people think when they see you. Yes, you are not a person who is easily, you cannot be easily be swayed, or you need a proper logic and reasoning, and that's how you function. You are not someone who will be convinced And so people wait for you to talk. Until you talk, they just don't, they try to analyze, they try to figure out, but you are someone who's not easily figure outable. They cannot easily figure out what you think, who you are, or what you do, but they just know that you are a person who has this, you're very good at, you think with your mind, you might be very logical or analytical. That's how people see you. And you are very straightforward. You're very straightforward, and sometimes it may not, people might not take it so well, but you don't care about it. But you don't care about you. You just, you could be a lawyer. Some of you could be lawyers here. Lawyers, or any place where people have to support, and you have to support people, where you have to use your communication, or you could be in PR, you could be into PR as well. Yeah, so you're very true to your job, you're very true to your own principles and rules and responsibilities, and so you will not be easily swayed. So whatever you do, whoever, whatever you wanted to speak, you speak it, you just say it out, you just put it out, even blunt or harsh, you don't care about it, you just share. And people actually wait for you to, people actually wait, or they wanted to hear from you, because whatever you say is also something true, is also something that carries a lot of wisdom. So that's why people actually still, they look forward to hearing from you, though it is actually very straightforward, and it is not very easy to hear, and it is not very comfortable all the time. Sometimes it is not comfortable what you talk, or what you, who the way you conduct yourself. Some sort of a very rigid personality, the way you carry your personality could be very rigid, and still people look forward. You could be in any legal position, not just lawyer, it could be any legal position where the position requires you to be rigid and official, sort of. You always try to be formal, and that's the kind of personality you have, and that's why people always expect you to listen. Not expect you to listen, they expect you to say things, and then they just listen. Not just, yeah, people, that's how people, that's what people think when they say you come across as a person who has this sort of a nature. You don't share anything from your heart, but there is a lot, there is a lot that needs to be that could be heard, that could be said from your heart, if it is shared from your heart, but then you don't. I think you can try to share that with people around you. If you cannot do it with people whom you meet in your day-to-day life, it could be work, it could be your not just work, anywhere where you do your, where you have to head a position. If there is any other place where you could be a little casual, I think there you could start sharing things from your heart, seeing things from your heart. Otherwise it is always with your mind, very logical, and not very logic, yeah, more than logical, I think. You, yes, yes, you, that's the kind of situation you are in, because you have to share what you feel from your mind. The position makes you feel that way, so you do not actually see it is not that you don't see other people's feelings. The position, the place where you are in, your position requires this kind of a mentality where you have to share things from your mind, see things analytically, and that's how you share things. You could be working as a in a very higher position. It could be a very it could be a legal position officially. You could be working somewhere in a very at a very higher position, so that's how you are, that's what people think. So, but then sometimes people may also forget you have this tender, a very tender nature of yours where you become also very casual. That is not with the people around you whom you meet in your day to day life. That is also with people whom you meet maybe your close ones, dear ones. There, yes, you can become casual, but then unveiling this side of you is becoming very tough for you because you got used to be this way. You got used to be a certain way where you have to be rigid. Because again there you cannot actually go with your feelings and emotions. So people see you as a very respectable person. That's what people think. You could be a cop also. For some of you, you could be a cop. Yeah, uh, there is this situation where you can also be very calm and gentle and very you have these tender feelings just like anybody else. You also have that, but then your work, the place where you are at, your position is not letting you be that soft person, but you also have those soft qualities in you, which is like you listen to your heart, talk about your feelings and emotions. But then I think you should give more time to that, listening to your heart, talking from your heart. But otherwise some people are actually a literally they are actually scared of you. Some of them, because of your straightforward, uh, unswaying nature. They expect you to be some sort of a nonchalant sort of a person when you get leave this place. Some people where you meet outside, you can try to be a little casual and become start talk listening, sharing things from your heart. You can try that. Being this all the time may not actually help. It might help you for the position, it might help you for the work, but then actually in terms of getting in touch with your emotions, it might be a little hard for you. But you also wanted to be to share your heart and all that is there. You also have that sort of a feel. You also wanted to be like not a you also don't want anyone to judge you, or you do not want to judge anyone, and then be that free in a yeah, judgment free zone. You also wanted to have that sort of a feel as well. You can take some time off and do that, but people sometimes actually cannot easily cheat you or anything like that. That's what people think when they see you. They keep you at a very respectable position. Try doing things what you had done as a child. If you wanted to have some fun, if you wanted to have some vacation, I think you can try doing that, so that you get into the inner child of you and see what you also actually need. Maybe if because of your work demands all this, you have become that. I think that's it for pile 2. Do share your thoughts if this reading resonates with you. Also, hope you all enjoyed watching this reading. If so, like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you can pick I can pick your energy from the next time. Okay, we'll start with pile number 3. Pile number 3, let us see what people think when they see you. Very hardworking person. You don't speak much. A very hardworking person. You don't speak much. You might be spiritual. You measure things. You're very calculative. You measure things and then you do things. You're very sure about what you pick and what you want and what you do not want. You're very clear. What people think when they see you is they do not get to know much about you. Maybe you are a very you don't talk much. You could be in your own zone, in your own place where you wanted to do things and you don't share much about you. And so you keep working a lot. You're very calculative about what you do and what you do not want to do. You're very choosy. You might be picky. So what people think about you is they wanted to know more about you. They wanted to know more about you, but uh, you just do things in a very relaxed way, and people wanted to know more about you. If there could be some discussion happening around, but when they see you, they just don't they just ask all the questions. Whatever they wanted to ask, they could have been asking all the questions they want to ask. When they want to collaborate with you, people might actually be attracted towards you, because yeah, people might be actually attracted towards you, but you are very selective, or you are very clear about what you want. Yeah, you are very clear about what you want and what you do not want, what you attract and what you do not want to attract, and you're very choosy. And yeah, you're very choosy. You might be very stable in terms of doing anything. You could be very stable about things. What people think of you is they just, you might come across as a person who's very stable. You might also be a person very stable, and think that they need that stability. Whatever you have, they also wanted to have that stability with you. They want to have that stability. And they wanted to be friends with you and they wanted to know more about it. And yeah, that's why they get attracted towards you. You could be a water sign, some of you, or earth sign, anything. I'm seeing both. Yeah, you could, they just need that stability. Whatever you have, they just need that stability. Or anything that maybe you could be very much rooted. And some people think that they wanted to be in touch with you and they wanted to be friends with you or something like that. And at least they will get to know what will happen in their life, which you do not even like. You do not allow access to anybody, but the way people think is like they wanted to get in touch with you. They always think of that, but then you don't let anyone to get into your life. You are very clear about it. People think that they wanted to be in touch with you. They wanted to, some people want to control you. I don't know, I'm getting this sort of an energy. Some people want to get to know you, maybe your colleagues, maybe your neighbors, maybe your friends. What people think of you is, if people have asked you to donate or something, but I think you just left that place. You just left that place where you were supposed to be, where you were asked to come. You didn't turn up, or you didn't join somewhere. You are going in a different direction where people asked you to come, but you are going in a different direction. And that's what people think. Why you don't talk much, why you don't, you are going in a different direction, and people want you to come to a certain direction, but you didn't. So people are wondering why you don't. Or maybe they just feel that, yeah, what people think is maybe you are cutting ties and they wanted to know why, and they wanted to be in touch with you, something like that. It could be a group of friends also, it could be the people whom you meet in your day to day life, at work or anywhere. You just make sure that whatever you do is actually creating that balance. But what people think is, there is a lot hidden behind all this. Why you're not very open about sharing things? You could be a person who keep things, do things on your own. You don't share much. Or you are just working on building your life. It's not just you just don't share. You share, but you are very selective about whom you're sharing things to. maybe you're working on your life, or you're healing, a lot is happening, but then uh, the way people come across, the way people think when you walk, or when they see you, whatever, wherever you go, is like, why is that you don't share anything to anybody about anything. People are actually attracted towards you, but you are not. Anything else you need to know what people think about you? But you still do talk when it needs to be spoken. Some people might want to take advantage of you or know what is happening, but then you do not want that sort of a thing. Maybe you can just start sharing things out little by little, one by one, what you feel and what you do not want. Say what you want and what you do not want, so that you can put an end to all these kind of assumptions. Yeah, you can try doing that. You can put an end to all these kind of assumptions, so that people will get to know whether they wanted to uh, put an end to these assumptions. Just share whatever you wanted to share, so that they can also get to know about you. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Do share your thoughts if this reading resonates with you. Hope you enjoyed watching this reading. If so, share, and subscribe to my channel, so that I can pick your energy from the next time. See you all in my next reading. Bye.